and gentlemen, trustees of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat and my young little friends. Let me wish you all a happy and prosperous Jamshedi Navruz. Now, why did I say specifically Jamshedi Navruz and not just Navruz Mubarak? It is because the credit for laying the foundation of Navruz goes to the great Persian king Jamshid, who saved mankind and the world from a winter so harsh that it would have killed every living creature on earth. By the way, are there any Jamsheds in the car? Any hands up? Any Jamsheds? चलो जरा जमशेद जी की स्टोरी आगे बताइए हमें कोई क्राउड में रखी तो शुरू करिए. I'm sure a few of you must have never heard of this fascinating story of this extraordinary king. Now coming back to this difficult, severe, harsh, life-threatening winter where people were helpless against the bitter cold, King Jamshid fought hard and succeeded in saving his people and the universe from perishing. So the festival that marked a new lease of life was named after this king. Jamshid in the Persian language means shining. King Jamshid was said to have possessed a magical 7-ring cup called the Jam-e-Jam, which was filled with the elixir of life and immortality, and he selflessly used this power to save the universe. It is said that Jamshid built a significant throne studded with gems and diamonds, and he sat on it and rose above the earth into the heavens, shining like the sun. His aura was so spectacular that the creatures of the mystical world gathered around him and showered him with jewels and blessings to save Mother Earth from the harsh winter. They proclaimed that this was the new day, which we call Navruz. As the world had been saved by a merciless winter, and so, my friends, this day came to be celebrated as the first day of the Persian calendar, the birth of a new era. Navruz also signifies the vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere, what we call as the advent of spring. Navruz, or the Iranian New Year, also known as the Persian New Year, is celebrated not only in India and Iran, but also in countries like Azerbaijan, Iraq, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan, to name a few. Yes, it is celebrated by Shia Muslims too in much the same way as we Parsis do, by laying out a splendid mouth-watering Navruz table. Keeping in mind the 7 elements of the earth, the items on the table signify our daily needs. And in the olden days, people would set this table a week before and after Navruz. It's a 15-day holiday. Friends, neighbors and relatives would visit, pray together and share the goodies. One would pick and choose what they needed from the table. This was also a very clever and respectable way to help the poor and the needy. Do charity with dignity and grace. By inviting the lesser fortunate into your houses to take what they needed from the Navruz table, gave the poor a chance to take without feeling ashamed with dignity. This also allowed them to celebrate and have a feast on Navruz. Until today, this custom is proudly followed in Iran as well as in India by the Iranis, Parsis and Shia Muslims alike. Now that we are done with Navruz, let's talk about our Zoroastrian faith. We should be proud that we are Zoroastrian. We often sing Chahiye hame Zarthosti, Re Mazdesni Ne, Kul Jahan Sate Dosti, Rakhiye Nibhaviye Tek, Muttij Bara Tolo, Saune Sangar. Well, do you know what these lines mean? It means that we are all Zarthostis, the descendants of the good Mazdesni clan. We befriend the whole world without any distinction or discrimination. We uphold our respect and dignity. Although we are just a handful, we are enough to take on the whole world. I call myself a proud Zarthosti. Do you? And why do I say that? Make no mistake here, I don't mean to patronize our Zoroastrian faith in any way. Nor do I proclaim that ours is the best religion in the world. But one cannot deny that the world today upholds Zoroastrianism as one of the mightiest religions of all time. People everywhere want to convert to Zoroastrianism. Apro religion is beautiful. The Parsis, both in the past and in the present, have achieved such wonderful and amazing feats that it makes us take pride in our community. One can name a few great Parsis of the past: the grand old man of India, Dadabai Nauroji, the Parsi lion Firoz Shah Mehta, atomic research father Homi Baba, not to mention the Tata, Godrej and the Wadia families. They are shining examples of our Parsi Qawm who have been working for the welfare of our society. Then what else is Zoroastrianism? Do we truly understand what it means? एक पारसी छह है ना तुम्हारी लाइफ में so important है. The answer, my dear friends, is easy. Ours is a very simple religion and not complex at all. All you need to do is just follow the three main teachings of Zarathustra, that is Humata, Bhukta and Bhuvarashta. That is good thoughts, good words and good deeds. Just follow these above three golden rules and continue to have unwavering faith in the powers of our holy Atishvacha side. I guarantee you that you will without a doubt shine like the stars. Teach your children to have faith in our religion. Teach them to believe you too must believe and practice what you preach. Ask in good faith and with full devotion. And if your boon is beneficial for you, it will surely be granted in due course of time. Many a times our wishes are not fulfilled. Do not feel discouraged or disheartened. Don't give up hope. Don't lose faith. Do not forsake our Atishvacha in his wisdom. એટલું સમજો કે what has not been given to you, it would probably have been proved harmful to you, and the wise Lord knows more than you. Hence, by not granting your wish, you have been protected by the Lord. Do not seek solace in other religions. ગણપતિમાં ચર્ચમાં દરગાહ પર ના જાઓ. આપણી પાસે ઘણી અત્યારે આર્ટિસ્ટ છે to visit without a line, without having to pay any donation. Just take monohot dog, a sticker on, in 5 minutes you are in front of God. તમો સર્વને એક ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછીને એક બહુ જ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ વાત સમજાવવા માંગુ છું. આજે જો તમારા પોતાના બચ્ચા તમને છોડીને તમારી પડોશી પાસે જાય ને કંઈ માંગે તો તમને કેવું લાગશે? બોલો જરા વિચારો. શું તમારી લાગણી નહીં દુખે? Wouldn't you feel hurt or embarrassed and totally disheartened? બસ એવું જ આપણા આટસ્પક્ષ અને દાદા ઓર્ગન્સને બી ફીલ થાય. So do not forsake your religion for going to other places for material pleasures. આજે આપણા બચ્ચાઓને આપણા જરદોસ્તી દીનમાં રાખવા, આપણી કોમને વધારવા માટે, આપણા પારસી કમ્યુનિટીને બચાવવા માટે આપણા બચ્ચાઓને કરેક્ટ માર્ગ અને ડાયરેક્શન આપવાની બહુ જરૂર છે. I would even go so far as to say that it is the moral duty of every parent, grandparent, neighbor, uncle, auntie, older siblings to teach our young children to uphold our Zoroastrian religion. The foundation, the neem has to be made strong. Let me narrate an incident which you all of us have heard, but I'm just repeating myself. Once a band of poor fishermen were lost at sea. They were caught in a fierce storm. Most of them were Parjats, but a few fishermen were Parsi, and there was no hope or chance of survival in that vast storm. One of them had a Parsi friend. He heard his friend pray Yatha Overio when in trouble. So when all their other prayers failed, the young men started chanting Parsi Taro Thabario, Parsi Taro Thabario, Parsi Taro Thabario. Obviously, the fellow did not remember the Yatha Overio words and a powerful prayer. The rest of the fishermen also started chanting the same. They kept praying for a miracle, and to their delight, after some time the storm subsided, all the lives were saved, and the boat safely reached the shore. Now imagine the power of our Yatha Overio. Even when it is mispronounced but chanted with faith straight from the heart, it brought about a miracle. Now think what you can achieve if you pray this prayer wholeheartedly with proper pronunciation. Bear in mind, the power of our prayers is limitless. There is a world-famous saying, Parsi thy name is charity. Charity does not only mean donating huge amounts of wealth, which I'm sure neither of us at present have because Nirmala Sitharaman has cut our tax scenario. A simple act of sharing is sufficient. As children, you can share your chocolates, your tiffin, your meals, or your belongings with the less fortunate children. Give a small part of your pocket money to the needy. As adults, donate your articles which are still in good condition instead of throwing them away. Try to set aside a small amount every month to help out someone in need. You can help a needy poor person, or you can help an animal. You could feed the hungry by just offering a simple vada pav also. Charity begins at home. Now let me tell you what troubles most of our young school-going children today. Many of our kids come and tell me, Dastuji, the children at school make fun of us, saying we leave our dead in a specially made well and we don't know what to say. We are teased in the school. I tell them simply smile and say that the custom is an act of charity. Even when we die, we give up our bodies to nature to feed the birds, the worms and other hungry animals and creatures. I earnestly urge the parents to instill our faith in our children at an early age. Well begun is half done. Our children are sponges. They will absorb what we show them. Show them the right thing and they will absorb it. Empower them to be proud of our religion. Equip them with answers. Give them the knowledge. I have volunteered my services to conduct Dharmagyan classes I would be more than happy to share whatever I know with our children every week. I request you all to please send them for the classes regularly on Sundays. આપણા બચ્ચાઓને ધર્મનું એજ્યુકેશન આપવાનું બહુ જ જરૂરી છે. You don't have to make extraordinary efforts for that. Small steps at a time. જેમ આપણે કહીએ તેમ ટીપે ટીપે સરોવર ભરાય. Just make it a point to visit the artist Peram and Agyaris with your children. Play together as a family every day. Even if you don't have time, just 5 minutes before you sit down for a meal or before you go to sleep is more than enough. Encourage them to visit the Agyari every day. If every day is not possible, at least every week on a Sunday. How many of you make it a point to watch your favorite show on TV or on OTT, Netflix, Amazon Prime? How many of you visit the Agyari every day? The show will last for an hour or maybe 2, but going to the Agyari and coming back will last you only 15 to 20 minutes of your time. Please do that. Our makans are lying empty. They are meant and made for you. Use them. Did you know that our prophet Ashok Zarathustra is now acknowledged by Western scholars in Germany and England as the founder of the Western civilization? It is true. Little wonder that a few Greek philosophers like Plato wrote about Zarathustra and there is no mention of Abraham, Moses or Christ in their works, only Zarathustra. In fact, the Bible states when Christ was born, 3 wise men called the Magi visited Bethlehem carrying gifts for baby Jesus. These men were Zoroastrians from Persia. Germany's greatest philosopher and thinker, Friedrich Nietzsche, chose Zarathustra as his subject to write his monumental award-winning epic Thus Spake Zarathustra. The great composer Mozart chose Zarathustra as the character of Sarastro in his opera The Magic Flute. Sarastro leads the good people in the story against the evil sorcerer. The Japanese car named Mazda is named after Aura Mazda. The famous Game of Thrones depicts forces of good defeating the forces of evil, much like Bahumano defeated Angremenyu in our religion. Oxford Dictionary enlists Zarathustra as the first philosopher of the world. And here we are still groping in the dark. Do we still need to scratch and scrape for an identity? Follow our tenets, good thoughts, good words and good deeds, and you will never ever regret it even for a moment in life. You will sleep with a clear conscience. You will be free from stress, blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, which are the silent killers of the modern world. I would like to conclude with a simple but significant thought. To all those who ask, how will this religion of Zarathustra benefit me? My answer to that is simple. I am sure you have all read the story of the ugly duckling which turned into a swan. Well, in much the same way, our faith builds our identity. This is the sheer beauty of our religion. It lifts you, beautifies you and turns you into someone amazing and wonderful. Right once and you will never again need to apply another stroke of makeup on your face because the glow, the noor and the aura on your face will be unmatched. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a few of my thoughts. I have driven home a few valuable points and truths. Please feel free to contact me if you need any clarifications. I am at your service in whatever humble capacity. I thank you. You have all been a wonderful audience. And please send your children for the classes on Sunday.